All right, everybody, we're down to the last 3 questions. So here's the next one. 180 croaking frogs, you got it, croaking frogs are in a pond. If 5 groups of 10 croaking frogs jump out, how many croaking frogs remain in the pond? So this seems like a confusing question the way it's worded, but let's break it down. So what do we know first of all? What does it tell us? Well, the question tells us there's 180, croaking or not croaking, there's 180 frogs in a pond. So we can make a pond. Here's our pond, like that. And okay, so here's the sun. So we got our pond over here. We have 180 frogs. And what ends up happening is 5 groups of 10. 5 groups of 10. What does that mean? Well, groups are just groups, right? So we have frogs jumping out. 5 groups of them. How much is in each group? There's 10. So let's say here's the first group. 1 jumps out. How many are in here? Well, here's the first group. There's 10 frogs. Here's the other group. Another 10 frogs. And we have 5 of these groups. So we'll do 10 like that. So we're going to figure out how many croaking frogs remain in the pond after they all jump out. They're all jumping out. How many are going to be remaining in the pond? So we're going to use skip counting to figure this out. What are we going to skip count by? 10, right? We're counting by tens every time. Are we going to have more frogs or less frogs? We're going to have less frogs, right? Because we're going to have frogs jumping out. So from 180, if you know the pattern for 10, remember the last number never changes. So you're going to write 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So from 18 to 17 to 16 to 15, 14, 13. So we have 130 frogs remaining in the pond. And that's the answer. 130 frogs remain. How about the next one? We have a giant box of popsicles containing 125 popsicles is sitting on a table. So let's draw this box here. It's a pretty big box to have 125 popsicles, but okay, so here we have 125 popsicles. The first 3 kids that walk up to the box took 5 popsicles each. So if you want, you can draw, 3 kids going up to the box. I'm not going to do that because I'm not a very good drawer. So I'm just going to draw lines. So I'm going to write this, this, this. So these are the 3 kids. And this kid here took 3. No, he took, says they took 5 popsicles each. So the first 3 kids took 5 popsicles each. So this kid took 5. This kid took 5, and this one took 5. So we're going to have to start counting by 5s, right? They took popsicles out of the box. So after you have 125, what's going to be the next number? There's going to be 120 left over. And then 115 and 110. So we're just counting backwards by 5s because they're taking them out of the box. The next 5 kids, so the next 5 kids, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kids, they took 4 popsicles each. So this kid took 4, this kid took 4, 4, 4, and 4. So how many are going to be left after this kid took 4? Well, we had 110 left over here, right? Then there's going to be 4 less, so 106. And then 102, and then 98, 94, and 90. So after these kids are all done, there's going to be 90 popsicles left in the box. And now it says here, well, I guess we kind of did this already. It says use skip counting to figure out how many popsicles remain in the box. We already did that. We counted backwards because they're taking them out of the box. So these popsicles are coming out of the box. So we basically skip counted by whatever that number says over here. And that's how you do this question here. 90 popsicles remain. 90 popsicles remain. And the last question, we have Jad has 375 cents in his pocket. So let's underline this. Jad has 375 cents in his pocket. So let's write that down. 375 cents. He bought 3 Twinkies with the money. So Twinkies are like those little sausages on a stick. Those you know what they are. So he bought 3 Twinkies with the money. Well, they're not sausages, but he bought 3 Twinkies with the money. So let's do 1 Twinkie, 2 Twinkies, 3 Twinkies. So I'm going to make a line over each one. 1, 2, 3. Twinkies cost 25 cents each. So this one will cost them 25 cents, 25 cents, 25 cents. So you see how I'm drawing a picture to represent all of this here. That's the key to doing any problem solving question. Taking the ideas, converting them to a drawing. How much money does Jad have left now? So how much money does he have left? Well, after he bought the first Twinkie, we're going to be counting by 25s. But is he going to have more money or is he going to have less money? He's going to have less money, right? He's spending it. He's going to have less money. So the pattern for counting by 25s is this. So always write it down. And then fill in the blanks. So we're going backwards here. So what's before 75? 50. And then 25. And then, well, we got to start here again, 0. So from a 3, we're going to have 375, 350, 325, 300. So that's how much money Jad has remaining. Hey, by the way, let's say he bought 4 Twinkies. So 25 cents again. So let's say he bought another Twinkie over here. How much money would he have left over now? Okay, so take a moment, try to do this on your own. Use the same pattern here. What's the next number going to be after 0? Going backwards, right? He's getting less money. So what he's going to have is going to be a 75. And then he will have from a 300 to a 275. So that's how much he would have left if he bought, let's say, 4 Twinkies. So if the question here said 4, that would be the answer there. How about the next part? How much money did Jad spend? So this is a slightly different angle we're tackling this on. So how much did he spend? Well, he spent 25 cents and then another 25 and another 25. So counting by 25s, that makes 25. And another 25 makes 50. And then another 25 makes 75 cents. That's your answer here. He spent 75 cents. Congratulations, you have now completed chapter 1. My phone's ringing right now, but I don't care. I got to congratulate you on this. You know what? If you got all of these questions right, then you're going to do very well in the chapter test. Otherwise, you know exactly what you need to work on based on the questions that you didn't do so sharp in. So go back to those lessons and get really good at them before you do the chapter test. It's been quite a journey we've had in this chapter here. It was a great pleasure to teach you all of these lessons and looking at patterns and having fun with them and putting in some music and rhythm into everything. And I look forward to the next few units coming up and teaching you how fun math can be, you know, using the next patterns that are coming up and how to build numbers in different ways. So until then, I'll see you guys next time.